Hey, everybody. Hey. Why did my music not start? They playing with me right now. Hey, booze, hey. Do your blankets feel like super glue in the morning? Well, sis, it's time to shake them off. Welcome to Wake Up Happy Sis, the show that jumpstarts your day with a bang. We're strolling down these self-care streets as we navigate the maze of wellness and healing. We're helping you live happy, healed, and whole. And we do it all with a hearty dose of belly laughs for good measure. Stay tuned and get ready to wake up happy, sis. Hey, booze, hey, where is my background? It's like everything is doing the most right now. Like, don't play me like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got it together. Y'all don't get the background, unfortunately, because I don't know how to do that there yet. We're still working on TikTok. But welcome, everybody. Welcome. Say hey to my TikTok people. Hey to my Instagram followers. And hey to you, my wonderful listeners everywhere else. So welcome back to your favorite spot of joy and empowerment, the Wake Up Happy Sis Show. We're broadcasting live on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we are changing the narrative for our people because we're always telling our story our way. I'm your host, LeAnne Dolce, your Chief Self-Love Officer over here at Wake Up Happy Sis. My co-host, Sharonda Seeley, is on vacation, so she may not be joining us today. We'll see if she decides to pop in, but if I'm on vacay, baby, I'm just going to be on vacay, okay? Now, today we're talking about heart-healthy habits, baby, living and loving with vitality. And it's all about embracing the rhythms of life with a heart full of joy and health. And we're diving deep into how nurturing our hearts goes beyond just the physical. Okay. It's not just the physical. We're talking about emotional, we're talking about mental, and those connections that make life truly worth living. Our social connections, our romantic connections, our platonic friendship connections, right? Those are the things that make life worth living. So, I want you to grab your favorite cup of tea or Joe. Get cozy if you're at home, or, put them headphones in if you're at work. And let's embark on this journey of a healthier, happier heart together. Now, let's talk a little bit about the foundation of heart health. To me, we have to emphasize health, a healthy heart, by first our diet and exercise. Okay. And it's not about being a size 2. It's not. It's about being a healthier you, being the healthiest that you can be. And that starts with obviously regular physical activity, because that can significantly lower your risk of heart disease. And it isn't even always about the intense workouts. Moderate activities like a brisk walk or dancing make a difference. And there are so many little apps now that are like workout apps, but they're non-traditional workout apps. So chair yoga, wall yoga, they have a dancing app, right? They have a Zumba app, I think now, where you can do the little Zumba dance moves there. And I think at a lot of health clubs, they're having different types of classes now. So you're not stuck with just the traditional, let's go in and let's work hard, let's pump out. You don't have to do that. The American Heart Association suggests that at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity per week. We can do that. They didn't even say per day. They said a week. 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity. And there's all kinds of activities that might fall into that vigorous category. Okay. So we also have to look at how we're eating. Now, Sharonda and I have both talked about how we're on a quest to be healthier, to lose weight, to get more fit, because we're trying to be around, kicking it, talking to y'all for a long time, right? So you have to make sure you have a diet that's rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins because that supports heart health. We want to limit our saturated fats, sugars, and sodium. Those are crucial, right? Now, that doesn't mean you have to eliminate, but you want to limit. So that might mean we're not doing gravy every time. Now, me, gravy is my thing. I love some gravy. I love some pasta, some very creamy, rich pastas. I treat myself well, but I also want my body to last. I want my health to last. So I can't continue as I get older. I can't continue to eat the way that I always have, right? I have to do different, be different, think different if I want to feel different. Now, what about hydration? Now, if you know me, you know traditionally I hated drinking water because it doesn't taste like anything. And I always felt like there had to be some taste to it. But I'm here to show you or to explain to you that you can do anything you want to do if you set your mind to it. My daughter is about to be 33 years old at the end of this month. I know, oh my God, she don't look like it. She don't. She don't look like she got a 33-year-old, but I do. And when I got pregnant with her, I was in college. Now, you know, as a college student, soda, pop, whatever you want to call it, I call it pop, but I'm in Georgia, so I'll say soda often too. I used to drink pop all the time. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I stopped. And to this day, I still do not drink pop. Now, I may have it occasionally because I just like to try things, but now they're so sweet and they're so strong, so acidic-y. It doesn't sit right in my body. That consistency is what helped, right? So if we can just start being consistent with one small change in our life, one small change, we take that one small change in our life and just be consistent there. Over time, that one change becomes 2, becomes 10, becomes now your life is different. Now, when we're talking about drinks, we need to stay hydrated. So drinking water is definitely essential for heart health. It's just essential for overall health. Hey, Sharonda, are you a ghost today? I'm about to say, are you a ghost today? Because I couldn't see. Those are some nice glasses you got there.
Thank you, ma'am. So we not, Lynn sisters today. What's going on?
No, my glasses are right here. Don't trip. Don't trip now. Don't trip. You know, I comes with it. I comes
I
with
can
it all the
see
time.
you now, lady.
Now you can see
Good
me. I can see you too,
morning.
friend. How have you been? Are you still on vacation?
Absolutely,
This
absolutely. We went to the
look,
carnival last night.
I'm just gonna say that I like her, but I don't like her
It's
because
it's okay. I
I'm a little
I think
jealous.
I probably
It's
get
really
that a
just
lot.
jealousy. It's really just jealousy because I want that for my life and I'm working on that, but it's not there yet. It's coming. It's on its way. You know,
I'm excited for that for
I think
you.
it took a left turn off the freeway when it was supposed to take a right. That's all. It just, yeah, it's come back around though. It turned around, so it's come back around.
Okay, it's coming. It's coming. It's on the way.
It's coming. So today we're talking about heart healthy habits. So how we can live and love with vitality by keeping our heart healthy,
Yes,
mentally,
yes.
physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially, financially, all the ways, right? And I was just
Mhm.
talking about hydration, how when I was pregnant with my daughter, who is now about to be 33 at the end of this month, I stopped drinking soda, pop. I stopped drinking it altogether.
Mhm.
And I still don't drink it to this day. If I
Wow.
try it, it's like so strong and so syrupy, nasty,
Hurt the
sweet.
back
Like
of
I
your
don't,
throat.
baby, it hurts everything. It hurts everything. Going down, you're like, it's burning. It's that's what it feels like.
It's burning.
That's what it literally feels like to me when I try to drink, especially Pepsi or Coke. Now,
Mhm.
I would be the one, if I did drink it, I would have to totally let it go flat. But then it's like drinking syrup water. And so I don't drink, a lot of juice, or if I do, I have to water it down. I don't drink sweet tea at all.
Mm.
Like that is just like death. I don't know how people can do it. It's so sweet. And,
Yeah.
and so I was just telling our listeners that consistency is the way that you can make any change in your life. You just have to be consistent. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, right?
Right.
But,
Right.
we've got to drink more water. I hate water, but I drink it because I need it.
Yes. I had a memory of teaching my mom about I call it hydrotherapy. I have this quart bottle, and I drink two of those, and that's at least my eight cups of water. And
Mhm.
so the first quart helps me, take my vitamins and stuff. And before long, I'm in that bathroom, and it's a hydrotherapy to help you, you know lose
Yes,
the
it's
weight.
going to help you. Yes, get the waste out. It's going to help you get the toxins out. It's
Mhm,
going
mhm,
to keep your skin. Look, if you want to look young like us, well into your 50s, because we don't look like we in our 50s. Let's be clear, we do
They don't
not.
even believe us when we tell them we're in our 50s.
Look, anytime I tell somebody I have a 32-year-old, almost 33-year-old child, they're like, what? What?
Excuse
Okay.
me.
And
Me?
don't think the young men's don't be looking over here, because they do.
Hmm.
Hopefully they ain't looking for no sugar mama, because I ain't got no sugar for them. I don't do sugar. I don't do sugar, so I ain't got no sugar for them. So if that's what they looking for, it ain't go. I don't know. So
Get their life together and stuff. That's all I'm saying. Get their life together.
yeah. So I'm trying. So
Yeah.
stress management. Exercise
Mm,
is a great way to help manage stress. And because exercise isn't just for our physical bodies, it is for our minds, it is for our emotions. Sometimes, because it's a powerful stress reliever. Have you ever
mhm,
seen people who, you get mad, you get hurt, whatever, they go and they do boxing, they do smash rooms, they do,
mm,
they go running, because it helps you get clarity sometimes. It can help you process through emotions, through things that you're having a challenge with,
It could
right?
also relax you to help you, wind down. Back in my army days, we would go and work out several days a week. I would have to go and take a nap because and this is the first time of the day. I'm tired as hell, but I'm not going to be right until I get that first nap in before breakfast, and then probably get at lunchtime. But
Especially y'all had PT like hella early.
yes. So like 5:30, 6 o'clock, we didn't have to be to work until like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that's time to, you
Yeah,
know,
get it all in.
like personal hygiene, eating on the way, and sleeping in sleep. Get that girl. I'm telling you, where's Sharonda at? Sleep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What she gonna do is get her sleep.
Oh, girl,
She don't
you
do nothing.
need me to take a nap. You need me to take a nap because orange is not the new black. You need me to be rested so I can function.
See, that's me hangry. You need me to eat.
Oh,
You need me to eat because, one, I'm already moody. Cancers are moody
mm-hmm,
people by nature. We're generally moody people. We have,
mm-hmm,
because we feel things so intensely that we can
mm-hmm,
run the gamut of emotions in 5 minutes, baby. We can be up, down, all around. 1 minute I'm happy, and the next minute I don't want anybody to talk to me. Like, it literally can be that fast of a switch, that usually it's because there's too many people been around me, and
mm.
I need to decompress, and I need everybody to get away and leave me alone.
And those who know and love you know what the routine is. So,
Yeah, don't get mad. Don't just come and talk to me in an hour, maybe two tomorrow, and it's better. But that's where you have to get things like meditation, where you can do yoga, tai chi. And now yoga doesn't have to be all these extra hard movements. You just start easy. They have chair yoga,
mm-hmm,
right? So if you are if you are wheelchair bound, or if you can't really stand up for long periods of time, you can do chair yoga. They also have like wall Pilates. They have a lot of different things that are meant to kind of help you with your mental health, right? Because they help reduce stress, and less stress equals a healthier heart. It's always going to equal a healthier heart.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
you got
And
to go and get your checkups. Now, I will say I'd be remiss sometimes on getting my checkups because I don't like doctors, but we have to
but you
do it.
do like living though, right?
I mean, I'm probably going to outlive them. So,
Well, okay. So people don't get it twisted and think that we're telling you that you got to go and get a gym membership, or no. Start where you are.
start at home.
Just start
Yeah.
moving around, doing your chores and stuff, and your mind will help relax itself because a body in motion stays in motion. So
Yes. And I agree with that. You don't have to go out and spend any more money. We're not trying to pitch or sell you on a fitness journey or anything. What we're trying to sell you on is your life and
absolutely.
your ability to live the best one for as long as you can. Now, because you're not guaranteed any additional time on this planet. None of
No,
us
no.
knows the hour that we will be called home. And we're talking about home or home. which I don't know which way y'all going, up or down, but we don't know when that time is going to come. So my goal is to live the best life that I can live while I'm here. That means keeping my stress down. That means doing things that keep me happy and healthy. It doesn't mean that LeAnne is going to be a size 6, a size 8. I'm a 14ish right now. I used to be like a 22.
Girl.
Now, now just wait, because I'm going to the cut them off doctor. He's going to cut off some of this excess, and then I'm going to be super fine. Not like I ain't already fine, but I'm going to be super fine.
Oh, prepared to be sick of her, y'all.
Oh, prepare to
Mm-mm.
be sick of me, because, when you look good, you feel good. And don't think people who have, I know there's this whole stigma about people who have plastic surgery as ways of cheating the system. It isn't, I don't give a shit what you call it. It is me doing what I need to do for me to feel better about myself, right?
Mm-hmm. Girl, I
Period.
could I could
Everybody
tell
has
you
the ability to do what they want.
this doggone stress thing is so profound. People that haven't seen you in a while after you de-stress, like going into retirement or lowering your stress any way that you can. People haven't seen me for a while. They're like, "Oh my gosh, girl, what's going on with you?" I was like, "Y'all don't understand the kind of rest I've been getting since this retirement. My gosh." So it because stress can weigh you down in so many doggone ways, like mentally and physically, and affect your appearance and stuff. And it
Yeah.
also goes the other way when you take the thing, get away from the thing that's causing you stress. It will take age off of you. It will take the pounds off of you. It is. I'm telling you, stress is not your friend.
You will,
Stress
you
is
will
not your friend.
look, people, like she said, people, let's say you haven't seen somebody in a long time. They will say, "You look so good.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
lost weight? Or why do you look like you're
all of
aging
that.
first?" They're going to say all those things. And to me, it's not even for people to say that to me. It's for me to feel that about myself,
Mm,
right?
mhm,
I want to be
mhm.
able to be around for as long as I can. I want to be 80, 100, still walking, talking, kicking it, dropping it. I may not drop it low, but I can drop it a little bit. Like, you knew what my intention was when I did that move. Okay. No, I was at this party, and they
Mm,
done brought the grandsons, maybe even her great grandsons, and brought mama out to the flow, and they're
mm.
holding her up so she could dance, and she dipped a little bit. I said, "Oh, I know a drop when she dropped it a little bit." I was like, "That's it." But
Child.
you're only as old and or as young as you feel. And taking care of your heart in all ways
Yeah.
is what's going to allow you to feel your best,
Yeah.
because stress does affect your heart.
Oh my
Chronic stress
gosh.
can lead to high blood pressure, which puts you at a significant risk for heart disease.
Yep.
It can help you have heart attacks. It can lead you to have what do you call those? Heart attack, the other one, strokes.
Mm-hmm.
You can have anxiety attacks that feel like you having a stroke or a heart attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
leads you to having severe depression. So stress is not our friend. Let me say it again. Stress is not our friend. Some people feel like, well, I do better under pressure.
I used to think that when I was young, but then again, youth is wasted on the young. They don't know nothing.
They don't know nothing. But the difference is there's two different types of stress, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's distress, which is the
Mm-hmm.
negative stress. All the bad things are piling on this. But there's also this thing called eustress, EU stress, which is kind of the stress that motivates you, that gets you going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a new project at work and you're like, this might be a challenge, but you know what? I love a good challenge. And it wasn't putting negative stress on you, it motivated you. Like you've told the story about your father saying certain things to you, and that
Mm-hmm.
what it didn't, it put stress on you, but it was a stress that motivated you to want better, to want more, to do more.
Absolutely.
That's eustress.
Oh, see, we over
Good.
here living our life. We don't know they got, nice little names to wrap it up in a bow and junk.
Well,
Something turned, a switch was flipped inside of my head and was like, game on. You will eat those words.
period. And that's good stress. The thing that motivates you to fight harder, go harder, go farther. That's eustress,
Ah,
right? So let me do my little you got to do a little station identification.
mm-hmm.
So you are tuned into the Wake Up Happy Sis Show. I don't know why the edge of my nose just keep itching, looking like a crackhead over here. There's no crack in my system. Oh, I look good on Twitter. I mean TikTok. I look real good over here, baby.
Oh my!
The
Can
light.
you just like stop crushing on yourself and do the station
I'm
identification,
sorry.
ma'am?
I know. I was in the middle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
I'm sorry to
tuned
interrupt you and everything.
interrupt you when you're talking to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You could have done it today. You're tuned into the Wake Up Happy Sis Show on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we're changing the narrative because we're telling our stories our way. Listen to this little commercial. If you are an author, aspiring author, you're interested in sharing your story of triumph, transformation, and trials, transformation, and triumph, then this is going to be a good commercial for you. Tune on, just listen in. Imagine a book that isn't just pages and words, but a journey of triumph, resilience, and empowerment. Welcome to the Wake Up Happy Sis Anthology, a collection of stories from Black women who turned trials into triumphs. Each chapter is more than a story. It's a piece of a larger narrative that speaks to the heart of every Black woman. It's about overcoming, thriving, and finding joy in life's journey. This anthology is a celebration, a testament to the strength and spirit of women who faced life head on. Their stories are an inspiration, an invitation for you to rise, to heal, and to connect. Be a part of this extraordinary journey. Find your inspiration, your community, your voice in the Wake Up Happy Sis Anthology. Your story matters, and it's time the world hears it. Join us, share, inspire, empower, and always wake up happy, sis.
That was a beautiful commercial. All that melanin popping and everything.
Popping all over the place. That's what we do. That's what Wake Up Happy Sis is all about. We are all about the support, and wellness of Black women. Unapologetically, that's who we are. That's who we're here to serve. So you're going to always see all the melanins. You're going to see all the melanins in anything that is for Wake Up Happy Sis. That's what we do. So I want to shift gears. Well, I guess it's not really a shift because we're still talking about emotional well-being. Because I want to kind of dive a little bit more into how our emotional health is intrinsically linked to our heart health, right? So we're going to dig deeper into managing stress and give you some ways that you can do that. We're going to dig into cultivating joy and fostering positive relationships, because it's not always, self-care is not just about I. Sometimes it's a we thing, right? My self-care is tied to my connections with other people as well. Nobody wants to go through this life alone, lonely, without feeling love, feeling love or loving someone else. So that's why I say self-care also has a we component, us component. So let's start talking about stress, anxiety, and depression. When we are overly stressed, what are ways that you, Sharonda, what are some things that you do to help alleviate or manage stress?
I journal. I am still trying to get outside of my own head about when things happen on my watch, say like the brakes went out on the rental car and stuff. And I was like, I went over the whole entire day. I'm like, did I do something? Only to come to find out that the doggone brakes went out on the car and it wasn't anything that I did.
Nothing to do with you, yeah.
So, but definitely journaling. I have like a whole Christmas tree Tupperware big container because I've been doing it for years since before my son was born and he's 21. So journaling, I can get anywhere from a couple of words to a sentence to a paragraph to several pages because it's telling my daddy about all of the things that happened to me today, and I'm just like and what else, and the next thing that happened, it's like I'm chronicling the whole day for him because it's all in my head, and it's like my mouth is the bottleneck because it's like a train going through my head, and each car is a thought, and it's a traffic jam trying to all
Trying
of
to
the
get it
cars.
all out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I definitely get it. For me, one of the things that I do is I just have conversations with God, with my Most High, with my higher self. And like just recently, I was dealing with, we all know that I had my friend that was murdered. I had another friend who loss isn't always death, right? That we had got into a big fight, and I thought, well, damn, now I've lost a friend, you know. So that stress from those things causes me to have to reflect and to talk to God. And I just have honest conversations, right? Give me a sign of what I'm supposed to do because I'm unclear, I'm lost. I don't understand what the message is that I'm supposed to get out of this situation. Am I supposed to continue down this road and try to repair it, or is this the block, the break that you're trying to tell me I need, and I need to move away from that, right? So I just have those conversations. I definitely love journaling. Um, and sometimes it's just because I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. I don't do movies and stuff like that. I'll always have music on um, that kind of fits my mood or the mood that I want to put myself in. I also love like baby videos, babies, kittens, puppies, little animals. Um, there's one video that I watch that I've been watching that has been cracking me up. It's a little kid, and she's crying about why she cannot stop thinking about waffles.
Hmm.
Waffles. She's having a whole meltdown about why can't she stop thinking about waffles. But
Hmm.
somebody turned it into a song.
Hmm.
And so things like that just help lift my spirit, right? Um, I do also try to practice mindfulness, right?
Hmm.
And mindful meditation, mindful breathing.
Yeah.
Um, those are two things that I really love to do. And meditation doesn't always have to be this long, drawn out thing. I have a couple of apps on my phone that help with meditation. I have a whole bunch of meditation scripts because I am studying for my mindful meditation certification.
Hmm. I craft also, so I'll just
Oh, yes, we love a good
I'll
crack.
lose myself in the task that I'm doing. I'm, doing these diamond dot paintings, and it's like one of my latest ones was like fit over about 16,000 crystals that I'm placing on this glued mat to, create the, bring the
Great, yeah.
picture to life and stuff. And hours at a time. I'm like, oh my God, I've been sitting here, I'll leave to go, use the bathroom or go get something to eat, and I'm going back. And it happened like in a 12-hour span. So
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
something that
yeah.
I absolutely lose myself.
Yes, you definitely have to find things that bring you joy, whatever
Hmm.
that is. As long as it's not hurting you and hurting somebody else, find the things that bring you joy. That's
Yes.
going to go a long way with stress. But you also need to identify what are your stressors.
Oh, let's
So
talk about.
let's get down to that one. You have
Hmm.
to really identify what triggers you to have these stress
Or
episodes.
who triggers you into these stress episodes. And my father was one of them. And when I was able to identify it, I was able to avoid him because I'm like, you just want to talk shit to me. And I'm just like, I love you, but I'm going to be over here. And I just, did a really good job of keeping that part of me away from me, so to speak, because, I was trying to have an adult relationship with him, and he just couldn't stop looking at me as the little girl back from the
Mhm.
70s and stuff. And
Yeah, you're
so
like, I'm so not her anymore.
it's like he didn't want to deal with me as an adult, and I'm just like, but I'm so
Well,
cool to
because
be
sometimes
around.
that causes people to have to look at themselves and look at
Yeah,
where they went wrong, the things that they did. A lot of times we don't want to have to have that reflection, right? Oh, all the things that you said about me, none of them were true. So is that really, you know, a reflection on you? And especially after you came back around and tried to have a adult relationship with him, right? That sometimes makes people have to look at their own issues, and they're not willing to do that.
because everything that he ever did wrong was everybody else's fault. And so if he could never get beyond that part, that was the major barrier for us having a healthy adult relationship.
Yeah, because you can't have an adult conversation because when I try to, because when I say find your stressors, you deserve to have your feelings be heard.
And
Let me
taken
say that
serious.
again. You deserve to have your feelings be heard, yes, and taken seriously. So if you have an issue with somebody, and one of my other friends said this to me because this whole weekend was a look, the Friday was a whole meltdown thing.
Wow.
It
Sorry
was
about
it was a
that.
whole meltdown. I'm talking tears, I'm talking everything, right?
Hmm.
And I really thought I had lost my friend,
Hmm.
somebody that I was had hoped to build something more. But at this point in my life, we got to start as friends. I will never jump into another thing that's, oh, let's jump into a romantic thing. Look, I'm not getting any younger, but I ain't desperate. And I'm not so desperate for love that I think I was when I was younger, that it went immediately from hello to relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? You need time to get to know people, to understand people, right? To really truly know a person and to see a person. Don't see what you think I am or whatever, see who I really am, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had this whole knock them down, drag them out issue, you know, and I was like, I think I lost my friend. And one of my other friends was like, if they're gone because you guys argued, they were never your friend.
Mm.
And sometimes we have to think about that because we're so scared of losing people that we're causing more stress on our heart. Because let's bring it back to what we're talking about here. We're causing more stress on our heart because we can't have a two-way relationship with somebody. Because I'm scared that Sharonda's never going to talk to me again if I tell her that these things that she's done hurt my feelings or didn't make me feel well, didn't make me feel good, and I would like her to not do them. Conversely, Sharonda should be able to say the same things to me if we're friends or if you're in some romantic relationship. Her and her husband been married 26 years, 27, 26.
26.
Yeah. Do you think there have been times when they weren't, may not have been communicating the best?
Child.
26 years, y'all done learned how to communicate and how to listen and how to receive what the other person said without you feeling like it's an attack. Because though
Right.
we need those strong relationships, we need those bonds, we need positive people in our lives because that helps our
Absolutely.
heart. But I need somebody, that positive person has to be somebody that I can express my emotions to and not feel like I'm dumb for doing that
Right.
or like they're falling on deaf ears. So, being in a long term relationship, marriage, how do you guys kind of handle the ups and downs and the stress that sometimes it can cause on you or on your relationship?
We give the gift of time and space before saying anything that would hurt the other or be taken the wrong way because you're speaking out of anger or from a place where you know that hurt or something like that. So after you give a little bit of space and time, you can come back and converse after you've calmed down and stuff. So
Yeah. And to me, that's the thing, right? I like that because as you're going through your relationships,
mhm.
romantic, platonic, business, whatever, you do have to take a step back and say, okay, let me go through my own de-stressing. Let me kind of evaluate what went on.
Mhm.
And one, I have to calm myself down first. You can't calm the situation down if you can't even calm yourself down. Because
Ma'am.
we then speak out of anger, we speak out of hurt. You have to be able to, okay, what are my de stressing techniques? Is it deep breathing? Is it just maybe I just need to go and have a drink of water and just sit and be by myself, meditate, think about it, process what has happened. These are ways that you're going to keep your stress levels down.
Mhm.
Also, knowing that that person isn't going to leave. That means you may have some trauma healing that you got to do because we're so scared that that one big fight is going to end everything.
And you got to get over yourself because I have anxiety about being left because of my father and stuff. So I don't know if that's considered the separation anxiety or
Mhm.
just so it's something in inside your head. So it's don't put yourself in a situation where you got to fight two fronts. So you're having an argument or a disagreement with your mate, but you also have this thing in your head from, the trauma from when you were younger and stuff, and he's not your father, or they're not the parent that left and
Yes.
stuff, right? So don't fight, save your energy and pick your doggone battles, y'all.
Yes. And for me, realize that there's a place for cultivating joy and gratitude in your
Mm-hmm.
life,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you have a good relationship, good friendship, good whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Find joy in that. Be grateful for that, right? Be grateful for all the little things. A part of journaling could be having a gratitude section of your journal, and each day you write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Or in the morning, it's 3 things you're grateful for. In the evening, it's 3 things that made you happy that day. If you do that for 30 days, see how differently you feel, because you're starting to change your mindset so
Mm-hmm.
that you're not so focused on the negatives. You're really focused on the positives. There can be positives and negatives in the same situation.
Yep, it's
They
your
can,
job to pull them out.
you have to pull them out, right? Like for me, my sadness was the fact that we got into a big argument, and
Mm-hmm.
that we both kind of said things and we couldn't even hear each other,
Oh wow.
right? My
Mm-hmm.
positive was that I spoke my piece and I got my words out. I got how I felt out. And then you have to go back and reflect, because we all do things wrong in relationships. Usually it's not just that, oh, this person was all blah, blah, blah. What did you do in that situation? We have to reflect on self.
Accountability. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to reflect on self, because all of these things weigh on our mental and our emotional well-being, and it weighs on our heart. And if we're trying to live and love with vitality, how can we do that when we have so much weight upon ourselves? So we have to look at getting professional help. Sometimes you need somebody else to talk to and to help you talk through the trauma that you had, separation anxiety, right? Lack of trust for men because your father wasn't there. I know I had all of them. I had all of them because my father lived 4 blocks from me most of my life. And when he saw me at the age of 15, he didn't know who I was. I knew who he was. He didn't know who I was. He looked at me
Wow.
like he knew my friend who I was walking with. We were walking to the store. He looked at me like, damn, you look familiar. So I went to his house and I confronted him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know my mama? Don't you know me?
What did he say?
Yeah, but he was not in a position to be my father. He didn't want to be. He had every chance to be. Him and my mom were high school sweethearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had every opportunity to be. He didn't want to be. And sometimes you have to be okay with not being someone's choice. Through that situation, like I said, I have talks with God. And I said, I need you to send me a sign of what is the lesson I'm supposed to get out of this. Because what I don't like is feeling heavy, feeling weighted down. And I don't know what I'm supposed to take out of this into the
Mm-hmm.
next stage of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because God will give you trials and tribulations and things. And sometimes it's things that are coming out of your own choices. It's not always God. We have free will. But there are times when you are going to be tested because there's a lesson you need to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so when something happens, I always try to, what is the message? What am I supposed to get out of this?
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought my other phone so I could read one of the messages. But one of the things that it said was, one message I got, I was scrolling TikTok, and the guy was like, I will never forget, my mother told me that if a person loves you but doesn't choose you, then you need to move on.
Wow.
You need to be the one to move on, because you deserve to be loved unconditionally. Like, that's real. But a lot of times we don't want to move on, and we put more stress and pain on ourselves because we stay in situations, relationships, friendships far too long. And we end up hurting our own feelings, right?
Mm.
We have to do what's best for us. And if that means you need to seek professional advice, a therapist who can help you dig into where this trauma is stemming from and how you can process it. You could also have someone like me who is a coach to help you look to the current and the future, right? How do we change our mindset around what things are happening? And you can have a therapist and a coach at the same time. We don't necessarily do the same thing, right? So we have to take accountability and take action for our own health and management. Nobody's coming to save you. So build those strong relationships, find you some good girlfriends or good boyfriends, good homeboys, good people that will hold space for you, that aren't going to judge the things that you're doing or how you're feeling, but they're going to be real and honest with you when you fucking up. But they're also going to pick you up and dust you off when you fall, right? That's what I build in my life. If you are not that kind of person, you ain't going to last too long around these parts.
Hmm.
You're not, because I have to focus on me, because joy and happiness are what I'm all about, because they trigger, honestly, physiological responses in your body,
Mm-hmm.
right? They reduce your stress hormones,
Mm-hmm.
can help lower your blood pressure, improve your immune system functioning, so that we are living heart healthy inside and out. That's the goal. How do I live heart healthy inside and out? I want to look it on the outside and I want to feel it on the inside. And
Mm-hmm.
having those strong social ties, having those good people around you, whether you say that's people you're paying, like a therapist, a teacher, a trainer, or whether it's your friends and family who are there to support you. But you have to know when there are times and there are people that you need to remove.
Hmm.
Seems like you want to say something. Because that way you say,
It's that part that when you can identify where the stress is coming from and identify the people that are like really trying to wrestle your peace away from you,
hmm,
put them in timeout, please.
baby, if you ever hear me say, go with God, Crispy, you have been released to your destiny.
Crispy?
That's from Sister Act 2.
Uh,
No, no, 3. When she was at the school with the kids, that's the third one. So
mm-hmm.
um that's where that from, where they had the at the end of the performance where they had won, and they were like, you can't, he Crispy was the, I guess maybe like the superintendent, let's be will. And they were like, she was like, you can't put a prize bull like him out the pasture, because he really wanted the school closed so he could turn it into a parking lot and make money off the space.
Mm.
And at the end, Mother Superior was like, you can't put a prize bull like him out the pasture. I am sure there are other places in the archdiocese that could use his help. And then she turned around to him, go with God, Crispy. He had been released to his destiny. And you have to find your way to release people to their destiny.
That part there. They have baked anyway. Put them back in the oven because
No,
they
I'm
are
throwing it
just
away. They overcooked. I'm throwing it away. They ain't coming back in my oven. They done. You overcooked. I have released you. I threw you.
Uh,
I threw
I,
you.
I say that because I try really hard to see the best. And I got a problem. Look, yeah, I told you I'm the one with the separation anxiety. So you know it's got to be hard for me to, you know, just throw them away altogether and stuff. I try really hard to give you the benefit,
Sometimes you have
child.
to do that
You
because
right.
if this person is not meant to be in your life, we try to take a reason person and make them into a lifetime person because
Reason and season.
we
Got it.
attach. Because we attach. I'm a Cancer. I am an attacher. Baby, once I'm
Mm.
attached to you, I'm attached to you. And it's
Hmm.
hard for me to unattach.
Oh, we go
But
together. What you talking about? We go together.
real bad. Real bad. I tell people all the time, well, you stuck with my ass now. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. If you're mad, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow.
Mm, mm.
Be like, so Sharonda, you still mad? Or we over that?
We moving on. We good now.
I used to do that all the time. Be like, you still mad? I had one friend, me and him, we would talk all the time. And when we get mad, I give him a couple of hours or till the next day. So are we still mad? Or are we past this? And that's where it is. Because I want to focus my time on the people that mean something to me.
Go to the people that celebrate you, not tolerate you.
Oh, baby, where's my
And that's
fan?
what my dad was doing.
Where's my
He
fan?
was,
We ain't had
he
a
was,
good fan moment in a minute.
ma'am. Like I said, I'm pretty cool to hang out with and stuff, but I should not have to beg you as my sperm donor father. I'm not a bastard, but I'm just saying I shouldn't have to beg you to be in my life. Really and truly. And that don't just go for him. That was all of the other people that I was trying to give them the benefit. You want to
Yes,
stick around in my world, you gotta stop with the bullshittery for real.
that's it. That's it. Either you're in or you're out. You're in, you're out. You're not going teeter totter on that fence,
Absolutely
right?
not.
You're inside the yard or you outside the yard. And it might hurt, right?
Mm.
It might
Hmm.
hurt when you choose to be outside, but I will be okay. My father said, Sky Daddy said I'm gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So
With or without you. Let's
if
get
you
that
got
straight.
to go. Okay, let me ask you this.
Mm.
What are some ways to combat loneliness, especially if you're somebody like me who lives by yourself?
Go where the people are. Go walk around like in we got this place in San Antonio called the Pearl, and it's a open space, and it's a courtyard, and there's restaurants that line the courtyard and stuff. And when it's hot, people are sitting out on the grass or running through the sprinklers, or
Mm-hmm.
go where the people are. You'll find somebody to say hi to and break yourself. I like leave. Like my son was trying to. I used to tell him he would be in a cave in his room, and he was a vampire. He would be sleeping during the day and want to get up and have conversations at 6 p.m. And yo, I've been up all damn day. You can't.
Right.
I ain't got nothing for you. I had a whole doggone day while you were sleeping. So if you
Mm-hmm.
if you want to, engage somebody and get to know people and blah blah blah, you got to be up when the people are. You can't be
Okay.
fresh at 6 p.m. and everybody been up and winding down. I'm just saying,
Okay.
crispy. So
But
you
that's
go where
that.
the people are. But
Yes.
he got out of that, or and young people, get away from your doggone devices, leave it in your pocket, go and actually speak to somebody face to face. You know, yeah, these
That's
boxes
the word
infiltrate.
there. You
Hmm.
gotta go and be out in the community. So you need to go and you need to engage in community activities. Find
Hmm.
yourself a hobby. Like they
Yep,
have this thing here, but not just here, but everywhere, like sip and paints.
yep, that part.
They
Yep,
have trap sip and paint. They got trap bingo. They've got all kind of things that you can do that are group settings. Well, oh,
absolutely.
let me tell you about something that I'm going to. This is a shameless plug, but my massage, my masseuse is his name is Dion. Hey Dion, you're probably not listening, but hey, he sent a thing, and what I wanted to do for my birthday is an erotic boudoir photo shoot.
Ooh.
I've done one before with Sadi Kali, which was dope,
Hmm.
but I was like, I want another one. But
Hmm.
then something came up that they're doing a down here in Georgia, they're doing a Galentine's Day brunch and boudoir shoot.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Well,
well, let
you
me.
need to go to because
Right. So I
hey.
might go. I'm probably gonna go give them my little $150 and go on and sign up for it so I can get
Mhm.
that done, you know. And I'll still do another one in July because we toning down and trying to firm up some things too. But I'm a big girl, so anybody who don't like big girls shouldn't look.
Hmm.
'Cause I don't care.
Because she said what she said, y'all.
Yes. And if you can't go out and find events, go and volunteer. Volunteering is a great way to become part of a team. It is a great way to meet new people while you're doing good. And that good feeds back into our heart happy with joy and gratitude because you're helping
Absolutely.
somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That gives us a sense of purpose, fulfillment. It helps reduce our stress levels. It can help improve your mental well-being because you're not focused on your own pain.
Right.
You're focused on alleviating someone else's pain.
Mm-hmm. There's Habitat for Humanity. There's community gardens. There's meetups. My craft. I belong to a crafters group, and we'll meet up at like a bookstore with like a little deli inside, and we'll craft for hours and
Yes,
working individually on our projects, but sitting together and keeping people up on game, like what's been going on in your life and stuff like that. It's so many ways, like book clubs, and it's so many different ways
I'm
to
about to put
not
y'all on.
feel it.
I'm about to put y'all on to something that we do within our business community, our business friend community. We have working sessions, and it's just like Sharonda's crafting sessions, but you're actually doing work. You come together on a call. It could be 3 people, it could be 40 people. And what happens is you are doing your work, and you may have different sprints, maybe a 90-minute sprint, 60-minute sprint, and it may not be a sprint at all. It may just be we come, we work.
Mhm.
You have breaks to where you can talk through some things, ask some questions about what you're going through, because now you can have other people help you process or see something in a different light, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
That is a great way that if you're not able to get out right now, I work all day, I can't, then have working sessions. Join some of those. Start your own. They have ones that you don't even have to know none of the people. They're already preset working sprints that you can jump into, right? So
Mhm.
that you're networking, you're having the ability to meet new people and talk through problems and whatever, but you not feeling so alone anymore.
Hey,
All
Crystal.
heart healthy. Oh,
Crystal, one of the comments we had from earlier, she said, "Hey, hey." Crystal Daly said,
that's our boo. Hey, boo. Hey. Yes. So as we wrap up today, what have we learned today, class?
"Stress is not our friend, teacher."
Oh, she get points for that because it's not. And what we're going to do is we are going to reflect on what our stressors are. We're going to write them down if we have to. But then we're going to take steps to alleviate those triggers that are causing our stress. That might be putting people out of your life. That might be you need to change jobs. There's so many reasons. And y'all didn't even see my cute glasses. Sorry. There's so many reasons, so many things that are causing you undue stress right now. Some things you can't immediately get rid of. You can't just quit your job today. You might have to put a plan in place. Oh, my life's about to end. I don't know why it's trying to end me. Okay. But what was I saying?
Stress is not our friend.
I hate when it gets me off because I was doing my thing. Okay, we're gonna either way, you're going to identify your stressors and your triggers. You're going to start alleviating them, which may mean removing people, places, or things. If you cannot immediately move, can't immediately leave your job, then you need to put a plan in place and get some stress management support, meaning a therapist, meaning a coach, meaning talking to your friends and family, but realizing you have to take, sometimes you got to take non-professionals advice with a grain of salt, because they'll tell you pick up and move everything and leave. Sometimes things aren't wrapped up easily in a bow like that, right? But I want you to remember your heart is your strength. It is a beacon that's guiding you through life's challenges and joys. And each step you take toward a heart healthy lifestyle is a step that you're taking towards a fuller, more vibrant life, where you love yourself, where you love others, and you give others the opportunity to love you. So I want you to hold on to this feeling, this energy, okay, that says, I am love, I am happiness, I am joy, I am gratitude, I am healthy. Whatever affirmations you want to speak life into yourself, don't just use I am, use I love, I know, right? I think.
Absolutely.
Change it up. Don't just use I am statements. And speak that love, light, and happiness and positivity to yourself, because as you bring your stress down, you're bringing up your heart love. And that's what we want. So with that, you got any final words you want to say to the people, or how they can find you?
You can find me because they're about to start going through some stress because of them books. But you don't have to let that happen. You can come and find me at bookkeepingforlife.com because it's tax season, you guys. I'd rather be here to help you get through this stress than you stressing out because you can't get your taxes done because your bookkeeping is not
Amen.
done.
Look, she just said she can help relieve some of your stress, but are you listening to her?
That's what I'm
Head
here
on over
for.
and get that help done. And you can always join our Facebook group. Just go on Facebook, type in Wake Up Happy Sis. You will find us. We are the only Wake Up Happy Sis out there. And if you see somebody and their Wake Up Happy Sis don't look like me, let me know, because somebody trying to step in on this movement. But either way, we love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We want y'all to have the day that you're meant to have, because you get to control how you respond to the things that are happening to you. Don't let somebody steal your joy. Choose happiness, choose love, choose to live a heart healthy life that's loving and vibrant. That vibrant thing. It's a vibrant thing. And we will see you on Thursday. What's our show topic Thursday? Thursday, we're going to be talking about, please hold. We got some guests coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, we're going to be talking about Black women who are making moves. So we're going to have some Black business owners, Black female business owners that are going to come and chat with us, talk to you about the things that they're doing in their business, how they're helping our community.
You gotta go open the door, girl.
All right. No, we're going anyway.
Okay. Have a good one, y'all.
See y'all later. Love you lots. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Wake Up Happy Sis on KCCR